Module Overview : This module delves into one of the most critical and non-negotiable aspects of land acquisition, due diligence and legal compliance. It explores the in-depth processes, investigative practices, regulatory reviews, and institutional engagements required to validate that land being considered for acquisition is authentic, unencumbered, properly titled, environmentally suitable, and compliant with all legal physical planning and zoning regulations. 1. Understanding due diligence in land transactions. Definition and purpose of due diligence. The life cycle of a land transaction from interest to ownership. Stakeholders involved in due diligence. Legal advisors, surveyors, planning officers, community representatives, and land administrators. Due diligence as a risk mitigation and investment protection tool. 2. Legal checks and title verification. Authentication of ownership. Is the seller legally entitled to sell the land? Examination of Certificate of Occupancy, C of O, Deed of Assignment, or Deed of Conveyance. Excision and Gazette Status Registered Survey Plan with beacon numbers, checking for duplicate titles, disputes and pending litigation, forgery and impersonation, governor's consent, and its role in title perfection. Third Land Registry and Institutional Verification. Visiting the State Land Registry to conduct title searches, history of ownership, encumbrance status, caveats, and liens, utilizing Geographic Information Systems, GIS, and Land Information Systems, ELIS, for mapping and tracking titles, consulting Surveyor General's Office and Ministry of Physical Planning for plot status and development constraints. 4. Environmental and physical assessment. Evaluating topography and soil conditions, floodplain risks, erosion zones, wetlands, and buffer zones. Environmental impact assessments, EIA, for large-scale projects, identifying disaster-prone zones, forest reserves, water catchment areas, and environmentally restricted parcels, use of satellite imagery, drones, and terrain mapping. 5. Urban and regional planning regulations. Reviewing zoning laws, residential, commercial, industrial, mixed use, confirming land use designation, and permitted development, reviewing building height restrictions, setbacks, density allowances, and parking provisions, checking alignment with master plans and urban design layouts. Community and traditional considerations. Verifying communal consent for lands under customary tenure, engaging with family heads, community elders, and local youth groups, avoiding land under chieftaincy dispute, inheritance conflicts, or royal court orders. The role of indigeneship and local settlement history in land legitimacy. 7. Red flags and acquisition risk signals. Land offered at unrealistically low prices, sellers lacking traceable identity or legal documents, lands previously revoked or under government acquisition, land without registered survey plans or inconsistent boundary markers. 8. Professional due diligence workflow. Legal audit, title checks, consent validity, litigation status, physical inspection, topography, encroachment, boundary definition, regulatory alignment, planning permits, zoning confirmation, community interaction, verification of native ownership claims, documentation review, compilation of valid, traceable, and transferable instruments. 9. Ethical practice and transparency. Avoiding bribery, coercion, and backdoor deals, ensuring transparency, especially in public sector or institutional land deals, documentation of all engagements, approvals, and transactions, importance of working with certified professionals, registered surveyors, licensed valuers, estate lawyers, and urban planners, learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you will be able to conduct thorough due diligence before land acquisition, identify valid land documentation, and differentiate between genuine and fake titles, analyze the environmental and planning conditions affecting land suitability, interface with statutory institutions and understand their verification roles, recognize legal and ethical obligations during the acquisition process, identify red flags, and implement risk mitigation strategies.